For me, I put my hand in the machine. It fixed my hand immediately, and for 3 days I had no pain in my left hand. Broke some knuckles playing football and that sort of thing, so it was nice to kind of have that pain relief go away. But reading this article on sleep,
your pain relief?
It only did for 3 days, which is still tremendous after only one, 15-minute treatment. And so that was...
You do it every 3 days?
So I do it every day now. So we have a machine at home, and I do it once a day. That uses it in the morning and the night. And I can kind of go into that a little bit as well. I'm asking a couple questions. So.
What do you like about your treatment, son?
Great.
What's great about it?
Because I like it when it calms me down.
Oh, that's wonderful, son.
So he was able to articulate how it made him feel. And it's interesting, at nighttime he won't go to bed without it now. And so I said, son, time for bed. And he said, well, I want to do my treatment, Daddy. Well, it's late, son. I want my AVACEN, is what he says, you know, and it's just, in doing this treatment, half the time he falls asleep during the treatment, half the time he goes to bed within 30 minutes after. And so yeah, this might have been the same night, but this was the treatment, and you can see, I think there was 13 minutes left on the treatment. So I started him at 10 minutes on low, tolerated that, and then a couple days later I did 15 minutes and then 30 minutes, and then we went from, so I worked on the time first, and then I went from low, medium to high after. So now he does 30 minutes on high, and then he's sleeping so soundly that 7 o'clock in the morning comes, it's time to get up, get ready for school, and typically if it's 7:15, I just love to have him sleep. But if I don't start him at 7, then he won't get into full treatment. And where he gets really upset, he's got to be very organized, and he can't be late for school. He's got to, you know, when the bell rings, he's got to be in line. So some of those autistic keys. So you can't do a partial treatment with him. He has to do the entire treatment. And so to manipulate that, if we're running out of time, I'll try and sneak in 15 minutes. But now he's getting so good, he's like, Daddy, it's 15 minutes. I want 30, you know? And so he's really holding me accountable to that. So I've got to really wake him up to do the treatment, but it's been really tremendous to see that effect. So he's doing, you know, what started to be 15 minutes, you know, BID when he wakes up, and then also at night is now at least 30 a day, usually 45 to an hour. And the test score. So there's another video I can show you, or I can send. But we just came from his Christmas party. They sang 4 songs. One of them was about Santa, a lot of different memory type things. So Santa has a beard, and he's got a cap and a belly, and then they kind of go backwards with it. By the 3rd verse, he was the only kid that actually knew how to start that sequence. And last year I could only take a picture after, because I mean he wasn't focused. They were giving out awards last year, and most every child got an award, and he didn't get one. And so you wonder, is my child ever going to smile? Is he ever going to be able to interact with others? And so, yeah, I mean, everybody's different, but you just want what's best for them. And this year, just like all the kids, I mean, he was singing along, having a great time. They said, so last year, these were the things that they were supposed to work on. And they have 6 different sight words lists that they memorize. And the first 3 are red, orange, and yellow. And it goes through just the colors of the rainbow. And then the words for the first graders are all white. Well, there's a list of 7 bullet points here. Last year's was below grade level, was not able to do much, if any, of this. And actually, at this point, this year, he's actually completed everything for the entire year. So it's been absolutely incredible. So counting to 10, that was another thing. Small doubles, count 2, 4, 6, 8, 3, 6, 9, 12, that sort of thing, he can do as well. And so, and really the only difference, it's the exact same teachers. That's the only way that the school would allow us to do that, has been the AVACEN. So the sleep component of what's going on has really been tremendous. Actually reading through it so for the first time. So he had never seen this book before, never opened it before. And so, oh, sorry. what's fascinating here is, at least to me, this was the first real time that I had seen him recognize the word, not just memorize it. Again, this was the first time he'd ever seen this book, and then be able to go from, rocks instead of cupcakes or whatever he said right there. So, and he can get to the point where he can manipulate the machine himself now. So it's been just absolutely miraculous. And yeah, that was us doing the machines together and combined together. So just, yeah, so in a nutshell, that's basically what our experience has been over the last couple of months. And
How many treatments? How many days?
I'm going to say probably 10 to 15 treatments. So I would say 5 to 7 days. I started seeing the sleep component first. And then after about 2 weeks, I said, gosh, I kind of was like, is this actually working? Right. And then 3 weeks, we really started seeing some more effects. So I feel like, it's going to take 3 weeks to a month for maybe most people. I don't know. Or the other thing is the anger component. He's more passive. He's less. So the anxiety component is something where he doesn't break down. Like if he didn't get his way, he perseverates on one thing, and if he doesn't get that thing, that's it. Like the world is ending, and now I can redirect him to something else. Oh, your brothers are now playing in the backyard. Let's do that instead. I just share all that because I don't know what's happening. With the sleep, with everything we're seeing, I can only share my experience and hope that it's helpful for you and your team. So.